first question is, not question, but could you tell me a bit about your relationship to music and how you started doing music? Like, where does your,
yeah, for me it's all started when I was a little kid.
Somehow knew like, yeah, this is my path. Like I always wanted to be singer since kid because my dad was singer, although he was opera singer, and I was always telling him like, I will not do opera, but I will be pop singer, I will be pop star, and
we had all sorts of musical instruments at home. There's photos of me, you know, just bowing a bass when I couldn't even hear, like couldn't even hold really the bow.
Drumming on everything, pretty much everything we had. I broke a lot of pots of my mother.
Yeah, some gypsy was working on our farm as a woofer. It's like someone who like stays on farms in Australia or New Zealand, works or whatever. And this guy had a guitar and he taught me how to play Planet Caravan by Black Sabbath. And I like picked it up right away, and he's like, "Oh shit!" Like he was humoring me because I was that little. He wasn't expecting me to actually play it, and then he was like, "Oh shit!" And I think he told my mom like, "You got to get this kid a guitar. Like, he's good at that." And she got a guitar from like an uncle or my godparent actually. Also, this story might not be real. I don't know. Maybe this was a dream. In the second pre-chorus, not the first. I like it in the second. There. But it could also just drop in on the pre-chorus this time.
I like this.
Yeah, I like it too.
Both though.
Yeah.
Also, don't have it longer than the first reality. I think
It's still going. You gotta be brave to make them see.
I would just like chop it.
If you estimate reality.
You know?
It's continuing.
I don't know, but the
it
second
will be
verse.
weird.
Why?
Yeah, second time, yeah. You estimate reality. You gotta be brave to make them see.
Yeah, that's cool.
My main role probably is to be a singer. And because I'm not the calmest person in the world, that I think like my role is also to learn how to be calmer and nicer in this everyday situations with band, and to not be just like strict leader who is just telling her ideas, you know.
that definitely is interfering. If you consider yourself also being a manager, you kind of also have to be strict sometimes.
Sometimes, but I think good leaders can be patient, and that's what I'm trying to learn also.
So I'm drumming, playing guitar, and producing and engineering, which was a lot. And maybe wouldn't do that much shit again on a record. Like it's very taxing, but it's like with super cool people in a super cool space, so like it's fun.
Yeah.
What are the two? What are these ones?
My role shifted also, that I became a band member, and also I became a part of the managing trio, which is Ella, Michal and me, and I'm more responsible of the marketing, communication, and all of the conceptual thing.
D.
I was actually thinking about
So I would say she's like the executive, I don't know, the CEO, that she's the one who greets people and she's the one who like shakes the hands, I guess.
The face.
The face, and I'm more like keeping it all together, man. Drew's the talent with the big dick, and I'm more like the handsome man who keeps it together, you know? What did he put on my head? Oh, some straw, you know, that's how he do me. Maybe the shaker here? To be dirty. Yeah, like a salt. Just put some water in it, just a bit. Because I think it's nice because those sounds are familiar to people.
I think it will be too messy.
Why? We'll be adding pepper, like a shaker either way.
What is this?
Don't sound like a kitchen though.
I mean, eggs. 1, 2, maybe something with this.
Like this. This is a sick sound.
When is the magic moment when songs happens? I think like it differs. Like sometimes songs starting with a groove, sometimes with some very strong experience. Sometimes it's just one sentence.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. What about?
I promise, baby, you'll come around. You'll see it now with someday. I promise, baby, you'll come around. You'll see it, my man. You'll see it, my man. I promise, baby, you'll come around.
What? What?
I don't know.
What do you mean that?
It's too dancey. No? Too dancey? Not too dancey.
What's wrong with being dancey?
We just made this kind of song with saxon and you cut it off. It was a good song. You will not like it at the end.
It's hard to tell when a song is a song. Sometimes you feel like you've got a song almost ready when you're just jamming and you're like, this is it, no? And then you put it on paper and you feel that it needs something else, like it needs a break here and it needs a different ending, or you need to like switch how this and this bridges, whatever. And I think it's also like down to just listening and being like feeling it. And when it like feels good, that's it. That's it.
I like that. And then back again. Oh!
Once more.
I wanted these songs to be completely finished before we even tried to record them, and then we would just be coming here to perform the songs, and that was it. No like struggling to pull an idea together and not knowing if a song works or not, you know, trying to salvage it with good sounds. The songs had to have worked before we had good sounds, and that is working out pretty well so far, I think.
Nice. Thank you.
How was your day?
Fine.
For the third album, we're looking for a place where to record it quite a time, because we knew like it should be some special place which will capture our lives right now. And we were also talking a lot about like you can always hear the surrounding on the album or like energy of the place somehow. So it was very important to find the place. Yeah, it came to our minds when we were talking about it with Andy that like Dreamhouse can be this very special place also for this record. So we asked Felix, and after a while he agreed, and yeah, that's why we are recording it here. And I must say it's super beautiful and it's super special, and this is how I always was imagining recording.
What is the thing that gets like
curtains.
the
That's hard.
These pickups are like they don't need any.
So yeah, you're right.
Yeah, like it was like 5
That's so good. C major 9.
Yeah.
A
Works.
A major 9 kind of. But I'm not doing the root notes. Can you turn the roads up a little? I want to hear you got it fixed.
It's just that I have to hit it hard to get sound. I want to play it really soft.
1, 2, 3.
Uncle Fifi is like an old I feel like I made this comparison that he's like a cool aunt, like my mother's cool living in Berlin hippie aunt who knows like psychedelic, you know, she's seen some shit, and it's always nice to hang out at her place. She has this like bitchin' pad with like nice stereo and everything. It invites your friends over. It's like, so I feel this warm energy from him really, and I think it's a nice relationship, and I feel him like I really feel like he's like really like an Uncle Felix, Fifi.
Your relationship between all of you, where do you see yourself, or who do you consider yourself to be in that constellation?
Would say like an older brother, I think. That would be sort of how I function. I see Ella like a little sister, and Mishko's, I see like a lot of me when I was slightly younger in him, you know, so I could relate, and I think also help guide a little bit, something like that.
I think that's a good question. The greatest hits are from Australia.
Oh, I saw them.
We know Andy 3 years, but it feels like we know him for our whole life, and he is my brother. That's the best way how to explain this relationship between us. Like, yeah, I think I learned a lot from him, and I think we're all learning from each other somehow.
That's how I feel like being with him, like being with a really experienced guy that I can always learn from. Which is like always, I'm trying to surround myself with people that inspire me and that I can learn from. So Andy is for sure a person that I want to be with. But when I first like saw him, he looked really like a homeless person, to be honest. Like this is really cool guy, dressing really bad, listening to really great music which I haven't heard before, and like paying attention to the old stuff, to the basics. And yeah, like from the first time I saw like, whoa, this is whole another level. Like, this is what we need.
Like the technical aspect of this is also different, and like you just trying to go back to the very essentials. And
Yeah.
like,
So the songs are, from every aspect of them, reduced to as few elements as possible, and then recorded in the simplest way possible to get the most true, simple kind of, just no tricks. There's no tricks.
now I really want to listen to it.
Put it on, Big Al, put it on.
If you listen to Motown, it's like a Marvin Gaye record just feels like a single moment that happened in time, and that's what like makes them so special and gives you such imagery when you listen to those classic records. Like they are a single thing that happens. I can see and almost touch Marvin Gaye, and modern records don't do that. To me, they create a confusing space, which I don't know where I am, which sometimes that's cool. Like a space can be a feeling rather than an actual space. But for this record, we wanted it to be the Dreamhouse, and Tolstoys in the Dreamhouse, and that's it. That's what it is.
We are just making songs at this point, and we're trying to make them so we like them. And I have to say, I like this album the most of what I did. I'm proud of it. So,